IELTS A1 Life Skills Speaking and Listening Test.
Komal, you will be candidate A. Afia, you will be candidate B. I will be asking you questions based on the recent exam topics that appeared in the exam on 28th of October. That is like 2 days ago. This is Angelina. I'm your interlocutor for IELTS A1 Life Skills Speaking and Listening Test. Candidate A, can I have your full name, please?
Yeah, sure. My name is Komal Shakil.
And what can I call you?
You can call me Komal.
Can you spell your name?
Yeah, sure. Komal.
Where do you come from?
I'm from Lahore, Pakistan.
And what do you do?
I'm a housewife.
Would you tell me about your favorite shop near your house?
Okay, there are a lot of favorite shops near my house. There in Lahore there are a lot of big shopping malls. But my best shop for shopping is Breakout, and this is my best shop where I can buy easily uh, my winter stuff and my summer stuff. That's it.
How often do you go to that shop?
I go there once in a month. I go in winters for winter shoppings, and I also I go there last time 2 days before.
Thank you so much, candidate A. Candidate B, can I have your
Okay.
full name, please?
Yeah, sure. Afia Riaz.
And what can I call you?
You can call me Afia.
Can you spell your name?
Yes, AFIA.
Where do you come from?
I come from Hafsabad, Pakistan.
Okay. Do you like going to parties?
Yes, I like to go in parties, birthday parties, and other get together family.
What do you like to wear to parties?
I like to go my friends' houses and sometimes in my other relatives. Sorry, can
What do you like to wear on parties?
I like to wear my favorite dresses. I like to wear frocks and sometimes shirts and trousers.
Thank you so much, candidate B. Now it is time for phase 1B. Candidate A, you will ask questions from candidate B about meeting new people. Candidate B, you will ask questions from candidate A about cooking. You
Okay.
have 1 minute to think about your questions, and after 1 minute, I will give you the instruction to speak. Your time to think begins now. You may take notes if you wish.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Candidate A, please ask your questions from candidate B about meeting new people. You have 2 minutes to question, and your time begins now.
Okay. So candidate B, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready, candidate A.
So here is your first question. Do you like meeting people?
Yes, I like to meeting people. I like to meet my neighbors, my relatives, and my friends also.
Okay. Why do you like meeting people?
because when we meet other peoples, I feel relaxed and I enjoy with them. So that's why I like to meet them.
Okay. Do you like to meet your friends?
Yes, I like to meet my friends.
How often do you like to meet people?
I meet other people's daily. Sometimes I visit my neighbors, and sometimes when I time on weekends, so I go my friend's house. So I meet them.
Okay. Who with you do you like to meet people?
I like to go with my sisters, and sometimes I go with my mother to meet them.
Okay. Do you like to meet your relatives?
Yes, I like to meet my relatives.
Do you like to meet your colleagues?
Yes, I like to meet my colleagues, and I meet them also on weekends.
Okay. Do you like to meet your old school friends?
Yes, I like to meet my old school friends. We meet once in a month when we have time, so we meet.
Okay. Do you meet your
Well,
teachers?
thank you, candidate A, for your
Okay.
questions.
Thank
Candidate
you.
B, now ask your questions from candidate A about the given topic.
Sorry,
Okay,
I did not hear my topic. Can you repeat?
Candidate B, Afia, please ask your
yes,
questions about the given topic and tell her what is the topic.
okay, ma'am. Candidate A, are you ready to give me answer about topic cooking?
Okay. This is my topic. Thank you. Yes, I'm ready. You can start.
Okay, I am going to ask my first question. Do you like cooking?
Yes, I always like to cook. Uh, I cook daily. I really like
Okay,
to cook
nice.
food for my family, friends.
Okay, nice. Okay, my second question to you is, with who do you do cooking?
I cook with my mother at my home.
Okay, nice. Okay, my third question to you, how often do you cook food?
I cook daily, but sometimes I cook once in a week.
Okay, nice. Okay, now please tell me that, do you cook food for your friends?
Yes, of course. I always cook food for my friend. When she visit my home, I cook food for her. I always cook food for her. I cook traditional cuisine like biryani, tikka, boti, etc.
All right. Okay, now please tell me that, do you watch recipes for cooking?
Yes, I always watch recipes on YouTube because it it is more helpful to cook any different recipe. Like
Okay, nice.
I like to cook. I like to bake some cakes and bakery stuff. So that's why I always watch YouTube for other different recipes.
Okay, nice. Okay, I would ask you that when did last time do you cook?
I cooked in morning for my family.
Okay, nice. Okay, with who did last time do you cooking?
I cooked with my mother.
Okay,
I
how
cooked
long
biryani
it's been you
and
are
yes.
sorry carry on.
Uh, how long? What your question?
Okay, how long it's been you are doing cooking?
Okay, it's been 5 to 6 years to I cook.
Okay, do you like to read different magazines about cooking recipes?
Yeah, I always fond of reading. I always read new magazines of cooking. I always research about cooking news and read some other information. I get always information in from internet, and I always get new things to improve my cooking.
Okay,
Well,
nice.
thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
did
so much, candidate B, for your questions. It is time for the listening section. I will be playing two recordings and I want everybody to participate. Kasinia and Sharuna, you too, please grab your pen and your paper and you have to tell me what is the information about books, exercise, and newspaper. Okay? I'm going to share the screen with you guys and get ready. So, as you can see the screen, can you?
Yes, we can see.
Everybody, can you see the screen? Please be sure that you can see the screen.
Yes, we can
yes,
see.
ma'am.
Okay, now
Yes.
you would have to listen to two recordings and tell me what is the information about. Everybody make sure that you take your notes for this.
Yes.
Um, okay, let's listen.
IELTS Life Skills. A1. Speaking and listening test.
Test 3, Recording 1.
I like getting news every day. And I get news from newspaper. Morning is the best time for me to read newspaper. I collect newspaper from a library, which is very near to my house. It takes me 10 minutes to collect newspaper from there. I like reading sports news. I don't have enough patience to read book. Though I used to read book in my childhood.
Recording 2. Reading book is always a great idea. Whenever I get chance I read book. I like most story book. Every day I spend 40 minutes for reading book. I read book at my study desk. I collect book from online bookshop. Every month I spend £70 for buying book. It takes me almost a week to finish a book. After reading a book I try to share my experience with my siblings and friends.
Okay, my first question is from Afia. Afia, what is the first recording about?
Newspaper.
In general, the first statement is for candidate A. First recording is for candidate A. So I will re-ask this question. Candidate A, what is the first recording about? Is it
It's
about,
about newspaper.
okay, candidate B, what is the second recording about? Books, newspaper,
Books.
or is it about exercise?
Books.
Books, that is correct. Now, listen again and answer these questions. Everybody take a note of this. Candidate B. Candidate B. From the first recording, what is the best time for the man to read newspaper? And how long it takes the man to collect it? Candidate A. From the second recording, what kinds of books the woman likes to read and how much she spends on books monthly. I'm going to play the recording once again. Please listen carefully and answer these questions.
IELTS Life Skills. A1. Speaking and listening test.
Test 3, Recording 1. This recording is copyright.
I like getting news every day. And I get news from newspaper. Morning is the best time for me to read newspaper. I collect newspaper from a library, which is very near to my house. It takes me 10 minutes to collect newspaper from there. I like reading sports news. I don't have enough patience to read book. Though I used to read book in my childhood.
Recording 2. Reading book is always a great idea. Whenever I get chance I read book. I like most story book. Every day I spend 40 minutes for reading book. I read book at my study desk. I collect book from online bookshop. Every month I spend £70 for buying book. It takes me almost a week to finish a book. After reading a book I try to share my experience with my siblings and friends.
Okay, candidate B. From the first recording, what is the best time for the man to read newspaper?
Morning time.
Okay. Right, morning time. That is the correct answer. Okay,
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10
That's right.
minutes.
10
Yes.
minutes. 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes for the man to collect it. Okay, candidate A. From the second recording, what kinds of books the woman likes to read?
She likes to read storybooks.
Okay, and how much she spends on books monthly?
£70.
Is that right? £70? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so technically, Komal, you've passed the listening test as well. Now it is time for the discussion. You will get 3 minutes to discuss about reading newspaper, and your time for discussion begins now. Please start your discussion. I want to
Yeah.
give you an exam tip here. There are two ways to start a discussion. Maybe the topic is reading newspaper. Method number one. Method number one to start discussion. Method number one is I like to read newspaper and I read newspaper daily. My favorite newspaper is Dawn newspaper. What about you? Do you like to read newspaper? That is the first approach about the discussion. Second approach is this. Okay, are you ready? Let's discuss about reading newspaper. Do you like reading newspaper? The candidate says, yes, I like reading newspaper. Yes, I also like to read newspaper and I read newspaper in the morning. Do you like to read newspaper in the morning? So there are like two methods to start your discussion. You can start your discussion with a straight out question, or you can start your discussion with your answer and then questioning the other candidate. Is that all right? Do you understand the rules of discussion?
Yeah. Uh, okay, hello, mister. So I would like to ask first. So, do you like newspaper?
Yes, I like newspaper too much. I read it on daily basis. I will
Yeah.
take interest in sports, so I will read sports news in the newspapers.
Okay. Yeah, I also read newspaper daily because I'm learning English. So I read English newspaper daily because it improves my vocabulary, my grammar, etc. So how often do you read newspaper?
I mostly read a newspaper in the evening because I have leisure time in this in the evening. So I will try my best to read daily basis on evening uh, for this newspaper news. Do
Yeah,
you like?
uh, yeah, same. Yeah, same. Evening is the best time of the day for me. I when I can relax, I can read newspaper. I can read books and watch YouTube for reading. So for me, evening is the best time for reading for me. So what do you get from newspaper?
I can get from newspaper different types of news, such like as sports news and daily Hollywood news and current affairs in the country. Do
Yeah.
you like
Uh,
uh, do you like to read newspaper in the morning?
uh, no, I did not like newspaper. Read newspaper in the morning because I don't have much time in the morning. Uh, I read newspaper in the evening because evening is a much relaxing time for me. Uh, so evening is the best time to read newspaper for me, where I can relax. My mind is fully relaxed to adopt new things. So that's why my favorite time is evening for reading books and newspapers. So where do you read your newspaper?
Thank you. Thank you, candidate A and B. Good luck for your result. Okay? So the examiner just ends it after 3 minutes. Doesn't matter if you're saying or whatever the examiner says, stop. Good luck for your result, and you're
Okay.
out of the examination hall.